Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. In the last episode, we made our way through the eternal world of the Eterna Forest, thankfully finding our way through the mysterious world, hiding in its wake, with a mysterious traveler known as Cheryl. Once we arrived in Eterna City, it was nothing but a grand slam of a gym challenge. Against Gardenia, using our MVP Mozart, the Cricketune, we earned ourselves our second gym badge of our adventure, as well as the ability to trim the world around us, opening up new areas for us to explore within just a blink of an eye. So, with that being said, honestly, we begin our next adventure, since obviously there's definitely more for us to do inside Eterna City, and obviously, with the fact that we do get a little bit of hints, which isn't normally in the original, but it's definitely nice to have just in case if you are kind of lost. But obviously, we already know that the bike guy is missing, so we already know that we need to deal with Team Galactic here. But obviously, we also know that we need a bike to be able to use the bike path, which is obvious that we need to be dealing with that as well. But since we are indeed still dealing with good old Eterna City, there's definitely more for us to do. But, oh, well, that's an interesting face to see.
Oh, is that a Pokédex? You must be helping Professor Rowan. What's your name?
Spooks, nice to meet you.
Okay. Hello, Spooks. I'll be sure to remember that name. My name is Cynthia. I'm a trainer just like you.
Yeah, sure.
I've been studying Pokemon mythology lately just out of curiosity. Here in Eterna City, there is a statue of an ancient Pokemon.
Statue of an ancient Pokemon, you say?
According to myth, it was an extremely powerful Pokemon. Who knows, you may encounter something like that while you're traveling with your Pokédex.
Maybe. Definitely a possibility.
Try using these. They should help you on your way.
Obtain TM93s. Thank you. We'll see you again, around later, Cynthia. But Cut is the hidden move app. Allows you to chop down small trees that are blocking your way.
Remember, you can use the hidden move Cut from your Pokécatch in the field. It will let you go places that were previously inaccessible to you. That's important for filling up your Pokédex, right? Then luck be with you, young trainer.
Thank you, Cynthia. And apparently, we actually needed the actual move in order to actually use it. So, thanks. I actually thought we already had it, to be completely honest. But we definitely do need the ability to use Kite, because that is definitely an important ability. And that's 100% from every single Pokemon game, let's be honest here. But thankfully, we don't need an actual Pokemon to know the move, which makes it a little bit easier because then it opens up a slot for us to use. Because originally you would have to have like a Pokemon that would use all your HMs. Usually 2 of them, because not all Pokemon are going to be able to, do all 8 HMs in the game. So you're definitely going to need at least 2 Pokemon to use all the HMs in the original games. But definitely good to have the ability to just use them whenever now, with wild Pokemon, which is really nice. But Team Galactic, Eterna Building, we want your Pokemon. You want your Pokemon indeed. Well, it says Team Galactic, so I think this is where we probably want to be going. And, of course, it's a Bidoof again. I like the attention to detail, because it really is. Usually you would use the normal type Pokemon of the generation as your HM Pokemon. So, that's actually pretty funny. But, let's check out the Team Galactic runs just sitting around here. Team Galactic isn't interested in the world. Our gaze is beyond the stars. Yeah, we kind of heard that with the whole universe speech that we heard from, apparently from, well, the scientist that was being captured by Mars. But, still kind of drawing blanks when it comes to that, though, for sure. Welcome to Team Galactic. Are you here to donate your Pokemon? No. What? You're not? Then kindly get off of our property. Do we have to bring the pain like we did with the cycle shop manager? I'd like to see you try. But because there's definitely a battle in front of us, and Did I completely forget to get bited? That's a little embarrassing. I literally forgot to heal. That is very, very unfortunate. And the only reason why that is because, obviously, I paused the game, and because the Switch goes into sleep mode, well, it doesn't really turn off, so you kind of think that, oh, I might have already healed, and I've already done all this. But nope, I completely forgot to do that in between. A little unfortunate, but the thing is because of us going down to the underground, we did gain a new friend. So we definitely do have a little bit of an advantage here, because we did get ourselves a Swablu, also known as Alice, which can definitely come in handy because Dragon Flying type is definitely pretty good typing to have, just in general. So yeah, definitely adding a Swablu to our team is definitely going to come in handy. But with that being said, let's jump right into our first battle. We are gathering Pokemon for an astonishing undertaking. Your meddling won't be tolerated. I'd like to see you try and stop me, though. Sorry, dearie. Team Galactic doesn't accept children as members. Yeah, probably you, but I'm gonna be honest, Team Rocket definitely does. But let's see what you got. You got a Wurmple and a Zubat. Okay. Zubat and Wurmple. Okay. Seems like you guys are definitely going with your usual. So, definitely shouldn't be too worried here. But we do need to be careful on who we actually end up picking to take out. I think we can kind of like even out the damage here, I think, without having to worry. But the Wurmple ended up breaking out the attack anyways, so not the best thing. But still, we could still work around that. I should have probably just went for Bubble Beam, to be completely honest. Don't know why I didn't, to be honest there, but it still works. As long as we do damage, it still works out for us in the end. Because the thing is Prinplup doesn't need to hit every single move, but the thing is Mozart definitely does, with the fact that, you know, everything with Fury Cutter is definitely important. So making sure we get all the Fury Cutters in is definitely going to help us in the near future, if we want to keep the offensive in, for sure. But the thing is it's definitely up to, you know, us hitting it, for sure. So, yeah, there we go, we got the first one in, and it was full damage too. So, we got the first one in, and that's perfect for us. The only thing is what is their next Pokemon, and is it going to be another Wurmple? If it is, that means we're definitely going to be easily, you know, mopping the floor with these grunts. But if it's not, then that's a different story. For level 22 for Weston, we'll definitely take it. And Glameow. Okay, so it's definitely going to be different Pokemon for all of them. And Cascoon. Okay, so you're definitely going to have a Dustox. But, oh no, you only have 2 Pokemon. Okay, then I'm completely wrong here. But, let's see here. Might go for a giant bit of offensive here. And, of course, they went for a Fake Out. Thankfully, because we attacked with 2 Pokemon on the same Pokemon, no matter what, we were making sure one were going to go down. Thankfully, the Fury Cutter was enough, because of the boost that we got from the first one. But Bugs is now level 17, thank you, and we'll definitely take that. But because we got flinched, we lost our turn. But that may not matter anymore, because of the fact that, well, Glameow is now by herself. And that makes this 10 times easier for us. But, let's see here, yep, MVP Mozart doing everything that he needs to do. Gotta love the buffed up bugs that they, you know, just in general, I really like that, you know, the bug type Pokemon actually feel like they make a effort now, like, unlike how they did back in the day. So, I really will say that, I really like that, because they really needed it. I feel like I got meddled with instead. Yep, sorry buddy. But dearie, you're just a kid. Yep, that's what they all say. $1,650 for winning, and down goes our first battle of the game, today, but definitely pretty good. Also, interesting little wall safe there. It's right out in the open for anybody to grab it. But let's see what our Team Galactic grunts have to say in here. Team Galactic is working hard to find new energy sources for the future. Okay. Oh, apparently we got a battle in here. Our objectives are incredible, too incredible for me to understand. I'll fight blindly to defend them, and your intrusion won't be forgiven. Okay, I wasn't exactly expecting a fight, to be honest. I thought you were all just gonna talk to me, but apparently no, there's definitely a fight here, and he's definitely ready for one. But the thing is Portable doesn't really help you, to be completely honest. I would use, you know, our new Pokemon, Alice, but the thing is, Alice is a little bit higher in level than what we currently want to be using, so I'm gonna wait off on using Alice for a bit. But we definitely will use her eventually, of course. There's no way around that. We're definitely gonna use Alice to, you know, fight a couple things once we, you know, get to a higher level where it feels right to use her. Because she's not gonna be too high later on, because the thing is because everything's gonna even out eventually, because of the fact that she's getting less experience, we'll definitely be in a better situation soon. So we don't have to worry about her at the moment. Is that the only thing we need to worry about is that we have her, and she's ready for whenever we do need to use her. And she'll be waiting for us to, you know, be able to send her out and actually use her for fights. But what was I fighting for again? Well, you said you were doing blind fights, so, honestly, you might as well figure that one out on yourself. Sorry, buddy. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, I was about to say, are the other one's gonna talk to me? Nope, this one wants to fight as well. Let's see how good this Pokemon is. I stole it from some weak trainer. Okay. If it's another Pokemon that the other Team Galactic Grunts have, I'm gonna heavily doubt on that one. But what do you have? It's a Silicone. Okay, technically that is different, because, you know, most of the Pokemon they've been using has been Poison type, so I can actually quite believe that one, to be honest. But, I'll be honest, Silicone is a little weak of a Pokemon by itself. If it was like a Beautifier or Dustox, then it could probably fight back in a better sense. But because of the fact that it is a Silicone, and any mid-level, like, starting Bug-type Pokemon is not going to have the easiest time, for sure. But it's definitely worth a shot, honestly. But level 23 for Mozart will definitely take that. And down goes another Galactic Grunts. Sorry, bud. What is this? And 900 Poke. We'll definitely take that. And, obviously, I thought of it, I probably don't need to bring up every single time we get Pokédollars, because obviously we're going to get Pokédollars for every fight, but I keep forgetting that I don't need to repeat that. It's just something that's wired into my brain because I've done it in all the other series, so I always think that I have to say it. Which, I try to, you know, skip over the Pokédollar thing, but sometimes I have something to say whenever I do it. Sometimes I make little jokes, so it still works in a way, but I did want to bring it up just in case. We are conducting research on new forms of energy. We want to harness the mysterious power of Pokemon. Sounds kinda like Team Rocket, to be honest, but well, honestly, let's be honest here. Any team after Team Rocket is always going to be somewhat of a clone in a way, but they're definitely different in some ways as well, for every single team. Why, thank you. Thank you for what? We love it when people come to us to donate their Pokemon. And sorry, not sorry, but that's definitely not gonna happen. You can take my Pokemon from cold dead hands. I just realized, is my character holding a ball capsule and not a... I'm not sure if that was the case, because I was looking at it right before he threw it out. And I'm not sure if that was a ball capsule or not. It didn't look like a normal Pokeball. So that's kind of interesting, because I'm not using any of the, like, ball capsule stuff yet. So, because I'm waiting for a couple more stickers, so we have different, like, types for every Pokemon. But definitely interesting, because I swear that I don't have that. But, interesting. Just because, you know, I'm not using it yet. But let's use Bugs for a bit, just because Bugs hasn't had a proper fight yet, so I think it's about time that he gets a little bit of a kick in or two, because it is a Silicone, so he should be perfectly fine. Let's see here, I think Pound and Quick Attack are about the same. So, same stats, but we get to attack first. So, pretty much no real difference when it comes to the power of the attack. But still gonna be better because we're definitely getting the first hits. Oh, you actually Poison Sting. Did we get poisoned? No, we didn't. So, sorry, bud, but yeah, you probably lost that one. If you did get the poison, you might have actually won that, though. Just for at least the first Pokemon there. So, probably would have worked. But 21 for Nala, we'll take that. Still, we don't really need the levels for Nala, but she's still going to stay on the team until we do need to replace her for anybody. Because, obviously, Electric is still going to be useful for later if we need it. So, until we do need to replace her, she'll be on our team until further notice, of course. But Zubat could be not good for Baniri, technically, but it still could work for us. But, because, like I said, Electric is definitely useful, because Zubat is a flying type, we can use that to our advantage. If we had a Psychic type, we can use the Poison typing, but the thing is because we don't have that, so we can't use it. But it doesn't really matter too much, because we do have the perfect Pokemon for dealing with flying-type Pokemon. So, sorry Zubat, but down you go. And down goes another Galactic Runs. Gotta try harder than that if you want to get rid of us. And if you want me to donate my Pokemon by force, you gotta try harder than that as well. What do you think you're doing? I'm not giving you my Pokemon, that's for sure. You can definitely try, but it's never gonna happen. And is that the same guy from the Valley Woodworks model? Obviously, they're, not every Pokemon model is going to be different, let's be honest here. But the guy reminds me of the guy from Valley Woodworks because he also is a scientist. But that's probably just some Team Galactic scientist. Ordinary people like you can't understand Team Galactic's grand designs. Come to think of it, I don't even know what's going on. Says you. It says you, bud. Oh, you're actually a challenger. Hello. Our mission is to implement our operations without question. It is all for the New World Order that our boss will lead. New World Order, you say? Okay. What kind of New World Order, you say, bud? Scientist Travin. Okay, Travin, what you got for us? A Kadabra. Now that's an interesting Pokemon. That's the first time we've actually seen an actually intimidating Pokemon from them. But the thing is you threw out the wrong Pokemon for what we currently have out. So, Mozart, have fun, because this is literally your playground. Because Psychic against Bug types never works out right. Especially with the, improved, physics of the Bug types. Definitely not gonna help you whatsoever with your Kadabra there, bud. This won't go unpunished. It already did. Sorry, bud. You gotta try harder than that. you got wiped by a Bug-type Pokemon. Not my fault. It looks like we got ourselves another commander here, because, obviously, different model, different person. So, what's going on with you? And what are you doing with good old bike shop owner?
Did you want something? How silly me even to ask. You want me to free the Pokemon. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I didn't think you would just drop your Pokemon like that. But, we're more here for the bike shop owner, but sure. Also interesting attire there. But, Commander Jupiter. Okay, so, now we met Jupiter and we also met Mars earlier. So now we have the second commander of Team Galactic. If I remember correctly, there's 4 of them. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly, but I believe there is. But let's go for Sing, because then we can kind of work around the Zubat. Not sure how that would really work on Zubat because of the fact that Zubat doesn't have eyes. But, it still can sleep even though it doesn't have eyes. Bats do it all the time. And there's, eyeless creatures everywhere. I don't know how it would work. But, definitely would definitely work for us because then we can swap out for free. Although we lose about half the extra experience we get for swapping, it definitely will come in handy because once her signature Pokemon does come out, we'll be ready for it, because then we'll have the advantage there. Because, obviously, getting rid of the Zubat early, with no worry of whatever signature, would be the best thing for us. Down goes Zubat, now to prepare for whatever her main Pokemon's gonna be. The level 21 for Carmen, definitely will take that. I think we're getting closer to our Roselia, by the way. But here we go, Skunk Tank. Okay, that is a very very scary Pokemon. Mostly because we don't have anything specifically for poison types. So yeah, this is definitely going to be something we need to be prepared for. We could technically do something though. I think if we go into Mozart here, we can go for a Sing status, and that might be the best thing we can possibly do. Also, fun fact, with the whole Grand Underground thing, it's kind of funny that we got the Skunk Tank statue. Oh.
How insolent, take a bite of this child.
Take a bite of what? You're gonna be sleeping. Sorry, bud. But, yeah, it's kind of funny we got the statue for Skunk Tank, and, you know, the first commander we fight after that is literally a Skunk Tank user. That's kind of funny. But, and then we also got the shiny statue. I still don't know if that's super, super rare. I think it's not, like, you know, super rare, but I'm pretty sure it's not easy to get. But, yeah, I'm kind of surprised we got that, to be honest. I don't know how that happened, or what caused us to get it, if it was just because we opened up that wall and we happened to find it. Oh, you got a berry on you. What kind of berry? Is it a citrus? It seems... Yep, citrus berry. Okay. Well, at least we got the citrus berry out, and you have flamethrower. That is bad. But it is something that Skunk Tank is normally... People usually run on Skunk Tank, so that's actually kind of terrifying. And we didn't get to sing in again, so poor Mozart's going down for free. But we did do a decent amount of damage to Skunk Tank, and we made him drop the citrus berry. Because, although we ate it, but you know what I mean, he's no longer going to be able to use it. So, definitely good for us. But, I think it's about time to go on to Weston here, because Weston is definitely going to be able to do a little bit with the Skunk Tank, since we're using our signature Pokemon against her signature, so this still should work pretty well. Although the poison status can definitely dampen our plans a little bit, depending on how hard it works against us, of course. But it may not work that bad. The only thing is I think Skunk Tank is a specially defensive tank, so we do need to be careful here. But it's not too bad, because of the fact that, you know, it is named Skunk Tank. Obviously it's a tank. And the thing is although it is a tank, it still does a lot of damage, because it does have a lot of special attack, I believe. But we got a critical, and down goes the tank. So, sorry Jupiter, but we got you and your signature Pokemon down, just like so. We're level 23 for Weston, and 18 for Bugs. Oh, I'll definitely take any kind of levels we can get, because the more we get, the better prepared we'll be for later.
Losing to some child being careless cost me too much.
Yep, definitely did cost you too much, and thank you for almost $2,000. That'll definitely go into our nice little fun bank. But, yeah, sorry, but we'll be taking the bike shop owner back to his rightful place.
Well, aren't we tough? It's okay though. Our official Pokemon statue investigation is finished, and Mars has collected energy from the Valley Windworks.
Technically, yes and no. She's kinda already vacated there.
We're pretty much finished here. We'll lay in on one little thing. Our boss is researching the myths of ancient Pokemon with the power of the mythical Pokemon. He will become the ruler of Sinnoh. I suggest you keep out of Team Galactic's affairs from now on. This is your last warning.
I think we already got our last warning, but sure. You couldn't even take us on with your strongest Pokemon, so I'd like to see you try, but honestly, we're only tooting our own horn because we haven't went down, you know, since, you know, technically purposely losing to the trainer school, but definitely I still will take whatever we can get, because honestly, I know my way around Pokemon, so obviously I can, you know, toot my own horn a little bit more than most people would, because obviously I've played every single Pokemon game. I haven't played the remake, honestly, for Diamond and Pearl, like I said. And actually, I don't think I've ever beat Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because I hear that there's actually more to it. I just stopped playing it because, you know, I felt like I was repeating Sun and Moon again, because I already beat Sun and Moon. I played most every double adventure, so I never went back to Sun and Moon. I've been trying to get myself to play it, because I hear that there's a completely different game once you get further in, but I still have yet to play through that. So technically there's 2 games. Obviously, the remake of Diamond and Pearl, and technically the remake of Sun and Moon. So, definitely in due time, we'll obviously have beaten every single Pokemon game when it comes to the mainline stuff. Obviously, I've already beaten every Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game to this date. I really want another one, like a brand new one. That would be really cool on the Switch. Don't know if it'll ever happen, but we did get the remake of the original Red and Blue Rescue Squad, so it's very possible. It would be nice, though. I would definitely say that. But let's continue our adventure. I got my Clefairy back, and it's all thanks to you, but that Team Galactic. They said Clefairy came from space, handed over. Well, that is what a lot of people say. They do evolve via Moonstone after all, so technically it could be. There's no proof on it, though. I think there might be some proof in the anime, but the thing is I missed a couple episodes of that, so I don't know every single thing about Clefairy, but I'm pretty sure there's an episode about Clefairy in the moon, if I'm remembering correctly. But, kinda yes and no. It's just, I don't remember. Their logic baffles me still. It's like they're from, space or something. Anyways, they're gone now. Thank you very much. Well, they are technically space aliens based on what that little girl said in Valley Windworks. I can't thank you enough right now, but cruise by my cycle shop, okay? Of course. We did come there to help you out, bud, since obviously we saw that you were in trouble, and there's no reason to leave you behind. Also, nice little jukebox over here in the Team Galactic base. Looks like they're listening to some jams in between, just attacking everybody and stealing all their Pokemon. And actually, I just thought of something. Trash cans usually have stuff in these games. Nope, okay. I was about to say. I was like, are we gonna find ourselves the leftovers for free? Nope. It was worth a shot. But, yeah, it's a little early for leftovers, to be honest, but it would be pretty cool if there was one there to, out of the first trash can we find, we, get something like that, but not today. Not today, indeed. Also, I thought I saw our Cheryl friend for a second there, but it was just an Ace Trainer. But, let's talk to the little buddy since we got his dad back, I'm pretty sure. What was Team Galactic trying to do with other people's Pokemon? They wanted them to be donated for power, or something like that, based on what we were learning. Thanks for rescuing me. I can't thank you enough. Say, let me give you a bike to show my gratitude. Please come with me for a moment. Sure, okay. And I'm pretty sure there's a choice of bike in this game. So, actually, wait a minute, he took us right outside. I'd like you to choose a color for your bike. Which one will it be? Blue, red, or yellow, or green? Oh, we can choose. That's an interesting one. Based on the color palette of the playable character for the male playable character, I think red and blue is literally the best options, unless we were wearing something else. Actually, yellow could kind of work with the backpack, but because of the fact of the color palette, it would look more aesthetically pleasing. I think we can probably get a different one if he's giving us a choice here. But, I'm gonna go with blue, because, one, blue is my favorite color. Obviously, I wear a lot of blue. It's kinda obvious. But, I'll definitely take the blue here, just because the blue hair for the character, the blue, pants, and the blue eyes, I guess. And then, obviously, the red would also work with all the red on him. So, either one works, honestly. Do you want a blue bike? And it's cool that they let us look at it, too. Yeah, I like the blue bike. It looks nice to me. Marvelous. You've chosen a dignified blue. It almost seems like you can see the bubbles. A Squirtle reflected in it. Also, with the fact that he just brought Squirtle up, we did pick a water-type starter, so that also works. And technically, oh, I get it. Red, blue, green, and yellow. It's all the versions of the original Pokemon game. And technically the special edition, because Pikachu Yellow Edition is about Ash. But that's pretty interesting. Huh, I wasn't expecting that one. I just thought it was just a color idea. But that's actually a really nice reference. It's perfect for you. And also, I like Squirtle, so that actually works for me. Just because, to be honest, Squirtle is my favorite out of the original starters. I like Charmander, but I like Squirtle more. Just because turtles are, I like turtles more. Although I definitely, nowadays, back when I was like a little kid, I wasn't as much into lizards as I am now, because, obviously, I haven't brought it up much, but I used to have a bunch of lizards for, like, leopard geckos, so nowadays, like, Charmander definitely feels more right to me, but I still, obviously, I love squirrels, I love turtles, so it works out, anyways. But, I'll definitely say if it was between Squirtle and Piplup, I would definitely pick Piplup, because penguins are actually my favorite, like, animal in real life. So, definitely nice. But, if I were to put it between Scorbunny and Piplup, it would definitely be an in-between, because I also really like rabbits as well. So, definitely question on my favorite Pokemon for sure, but definitely a lot of good Pokemon when it comes to all the games throughout the adventures and stuff like that. But you obtain the bike, I'll definitely take it, and obviously it's going to go in our key items pockets. It's the latest model, so I'll read the operating manual to you. Press B button to shift gears, it says, shift gears. In third gear, the bike cannot reach full speed, but it will be easier to handle in fourth gear. It can ride at full speed and climb up slopes. Your bike can take you through all sorts of towns, roads, and routes. Now get out there and ride. Okay. So there's different gears to it, that's interesting. Ride your bike from the bag's key item pockets. Press B to speed up, or improve control. Okay, so kinda like the Rotom bike then. Oh yeah, it's literally like the Rotom bike, I just saw the electricity coming from it. Okay then, so it's literally a Rotom bike. Okay, cool. So, we have a Sword and Shield bike, technically. Huh, okay then. Well, before we just go randomly into a route, let's see where we need to go. Travel south of the cycling route, okay? Well, that definitely is somewhere where we should definitely make our way over. But, oh, okay, we can't go this way. I was gonna say maybe we can go and check out the cut area in the Eterna Forest, but it looks like we might be getting stopped here. Oh wow, you got a bike. You can ride down Cycling Road and end up in Hearthome City. It's fast and fun ride. You should check it out. Okay, well, looks like we're not going that way. Actually, before we just leave town, didn't need to go in the underground man's house. But before we leave town, it's probably smart if we check out that statue that Cynthia did bring up, as well as obviously the Team Galactic runs brought up, just because it seems that's definitely important. So, good thing we came over here, because that's definitely Dialga. There is some writing on the Pokemon statue. Dia, or Dialga, once created, brought time into being. In laughter or in tears, the same time flows. Such is the blessing of Dialga. The text is very legible, and has faded completely in places. Specifically in the name of the Pokemon. Interesting. That is definitely interesting. Oh, and I just noticed something. There is a cut bush over here leading to an item. Might as well go grab it, right? Because it could be a TM. So it's worth going for. Or maybe even a battle item. Because we could use a couple of those, because we don't really have any yet. So making sure we get one of those would be nice, but it is a TM for Thief specifically. Not sure if we can really use that at the moment. But it definitely could come in handy, depending on, if we can use it on any of our Pokemon. Because the thing is, it really depends, for sure. But we can either go to 211. Wait a minute. We definitely probably shouldn't go this way, but let's see where this leads first. Celestic Town. Probably shouldn't go that way, it seems a little early to go over here. But because we are here, let's see what kind of Pokemon's hiding here. Might as well, right? Just to see what's going to be hiding in the future route for us to get towards. And it's Ponyta. Ponyta could be interesting, but the thing is honestly, I've used Ponyta too much in my past to make it, like, not for you guys, obviously. I'm talking about my own past when it comes to Pokemon games. I've used Ponyta quite a bit. Not in, like, a lot of games, but I've used Ponyta a decent amount. So, it's probably best that I don't use Ponyta again, just because I want to use different things if I can. But Ponyta's data will now be added to your Pokédex. Oh, I didn't expect to get another, one and done, but Ponyta, the Fire Horse Pokemon, type Fire, 3 foot 3 inches, and about 66 pounds. About an hour after birth, Ponyta's fiery mane and tail grow out, giving the Pokemon an impressive appearance. That is true. That is very, very true. But I don't really have a name for you. But I don't want to actually add you to my party, though. We're completely filled up. But I do like that you get the option to, because you can easily swap your party out. But interesting to see that there's a Ponyta in the next routes. Because, fire type is definitely helpful for, the grass type gym leader that's right here. So that's really nice that they put that there. Because you can really use that to your advantage if you're, kind of stuck. So if you didn't have anything that can work against her beforehand, you just go to the next round and you're perfectly ready for Gardenia. Huh. It's pretty nice of, just Game Freak in general. That's pretty good, just because, some kids might get lost. And also, before we just run back into the bike path, we should probably set this bike, just in case. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we can set multiple items. Okay. Well, how do I actually get onto it? Do I just press down the button? Nope, that didn't work. Okay. Well, that definitely didn't work in my favor. So how do you select your item? Oh, there we go. Okay, select. Okay, good. I was about to say. Okay, I was confused, my item's not coming up, but there we go. Now we're on our bike. And this has a sign on it. Is this important? Eterna Condominiums. Name rating services available. Oh, and there we go. Now we have a name rater. So if I did want to name that Ponyta later, you have the ability to. Oh, might end up doing that with all the Pokemon off of episode when it's Pokemon I'm not sure about and Pokemon I might not use, but I might name them just in case so they have a name if we ever need to use them. And hello, buddy. You look interesting. What are you doing in here? Spooks. Long time no see. Oh, you look puzzled. You're wondering who I am. Yep. I'm Professor Rowan's assistant, and Dawn's father. Oh, hello. I've come a long way, at the behest of the Professor, to help you on your adventure. Spooks, let me ask you, how many Pokemon have you met? Not many, but, apparently 37. Oh my, you've met 37 Pokemon. Wonderful. Yes, bravo. Professor Rowan should be delighted. Here's something for you. Oh, thanks. You obtained a rare candy, and put it inside your back pocket, obviously. Giving a rare candy to a Pokemon will instantly increase that Pokemon's level by 1. You can raise your weak Pokemon, or you could train your strong Pokemon. Use them as you like. Okay, thanks. Also, as a Pokemon you get, in a trade may disobey you if it's too high of a level. We've already learned that, so good to know though. Don't worry though, it will obey you if you have enough gym badges. Which makes a lot of sense, because obviously it's not Pokemon you caught, but technically it's also a bad thing in a way. If it was like a level 100, then yeah, I can see the problem. It should be anything over 60, I think, or like anything that you shouldn't obviously have in early game. If it was like level 20, and you got it in level 20, you should be able to use it for the whole game, but for some reason, that's not the case, because, say, like, you just wanted to start with, like, Mimikyu or something, because we did that with Mimikyu in the original, or not the original, but you know what I mean, Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, I definitely think that there should be, like, an in-between when it comes to that. Let's try out this, Mach Bike. Seems like, I'm pretty sure it's the Mach Bike, because it's not the trick bike that you can get in Hoenn. But it seems like it's pretty easy to control, for the most part. We'll fight one of these guys real quick, just because I want to see what they have. Having a good time cycling? Yeah, kind of. We barely even started, but sure. Obviously we're gonna have a lot of fun with the little bike here, but Cyclist Axel. Okay, what you got? Oh, you have Staravia. Now that's a very interesting Pokemon. Just because, obviously, Staravia goes into Staraptor. And, well, let's be honest here, that's actually Pokemon I should actually be fearing in a way, because we are using a Bug-type Pokemon. So, let's see how much damage we do, and how much they do back. Yeah, basically the same. Although you're doing a little bit more than I was. So that can definitely be scary. But we may be able to even the odds here, because we do have Sing for a reason. And let's be honest here, Sing is definitely going to help us out here when it comes to Pokemon Lake Verity. But it seems like we might know what the bikers are going to be using. It seems like they're definitely normal or flying type users, and you will constantly. That is... oh, double team. That could be good and bad, depends. The thing is because it now has evasiveness, it can dodge our attacks. Even though they're basically 100 accuracy, but now that they used it once, now it's a little bit more of a toss-up if we actually hit back. But quick attack instead of wing attack is actually good for us. And there we go, we actually got down to Starmie with Pokemon that normally shouldn't be fighting Starmie. So we'll definitely say that we definitely took on quite the disadvantage and actually came out of it unscathed, pretty much. Surprised about that one, because obviously wing attack twice would have actually got rid of us, to be honest. But we got out of it somehow. Hey, not bad, you. Thanks. But, we'll be taking that money and getting on out of here. Because, let's be honest here. Oh, it forces you downward. I didn't even realize that one. But, because Mozart's probably not going to have a fun time in this route, let's probably swap it up a little bit. Let's do Nala for a little bit, just because, like we said, it might be flying type users here. So let's be a little bit careful. I'm gonna, obviously, go through here. I wasn't expecting you to talk right away. That's a nice bike you've got. And you've got Pokemon as well. I don't want to lose to you. Okay. Well, I think I actually got the first line right. That sounds about right to me. But Cyclistical. Okay, what do you got for us? And it does seem like they do use flying types. Okay, so good thing I made that assumption, because sometimes you can tell the variance of that trainer depending on the Pokemon that you first see them throughout. So it seems like it is normal flying is their specialty. So good thing we are using Nala/Luxio here, because that will definitely come in handy for any kind of flying type Pokemon they might throw our way, because Mozart is definitely not going to have a fun time with that. But they're also using fire type Pokemon. Okay, fire type is definitely an interesting combo with your Starly, but good to know, because now we know that we're definitely want to be on our toes when it comes to any Pokemon they decide to throw up on us. So Bubble Beam is definitely what we're going to want to use. Thankfully, because Flame Charge is a quick attack, that doesn't mean you're faster than us. But because you are raising your speed because of Flame Wheel, we do need to be careful. Well, obviously not with Prinplup out or Weston, but definitely note, just because of the fact that Flame Wheel is definitely not a move that was in the original, so good to know for later. Oh geez, I seem to have fallen off my bike. Sure. You definitely fell off your bike and lost. Yep, definitely fallen off your bike. You're still standing. Oh, I thought you were facing the other way. Unless he turned around at the last second. But I think he was already facing this way. Your bike is the type that can shift gears. Huh. Let me see if you know how to ride it properly. Battling me doesn't really do that, but sure. Okay, Cyclist John. What do you got for us? Starly. Okay, so we're still right on the fact that they're using flying type Pokemon. So that's still true. So that's still reigning true, with the fact that they are using flying type Pokemon. But the thing is, it still has two Pokemon, or it still has one more Pokemon. So if he's using a different type Pokemon that isn't a fire type, that means they have the ability to have other typings as well, which can be interesting depending on what they actually use. But now it's down level 22, we'll take that. And I think we're 10 levels off of actually getting Final Evolution, which is actually pretty close, actually. But you have Starmie as well, so you're using two flying type Pokemon, which was what I was expecting the other one to be using. So, okay, so it's not always the fact, but it is something that they can do, which is cool. I like that. Because that's not always the case with these games. Sometimes the trainers always use that typing of Pokemon. That's how it was in a lot of the older games. So it's good that it's, they are mixing it up and everything. It's probably the same Pokemon they used in the original, obviously. But, it's been so long since I played Diamond and Pearl on the DS that it's just nice in general to, see variations in every single fight and everything. But I crashed. Sorry, buddy. Definitely did crash there. Crashed and burned. But, we'll be making our way out of here. Let's slow down a little bit, just in case for any other... Oh, you're definitely waiting for us. Some people compete over speed, and some compete over technique. Which kind are you? It looks like there's another trainer at the bottom as well. So it looks like we got a little bit of a gauntlet here near the end of this, bike path. But you got a Shinx. Okay. Now that's interesting. So they use fire types, flying types, normal types, and electric types. Okay. Well, double intimidate technically doesn't really work on either of us. But because of the fact that I do have bites and you probably only have pound, you probably don't have a chance here. Because, yep, you're going for not very effective attacks. Yeah, sorry there, Shinx, but yeah, you're more than likely going down here with no context. Sorry, bud. But, yeah, you're definitely done for. But who's your next Pokemon? And no level outfits, but pretty close though. Another Shinx. Okay. Well, you know what, we'll just keep going with, good old Nala here. She's doing pretty good anyways. And plus, the double intimidate's kind of bad. So maybe we should have swapped. Because now we're doing doubly less damage. But we're still doing pretty good. And we're flinching, so it doesn't really even matter. So, I think we're still good. And plus we might crit anyways, and geez, okay, the Flash Shinx didn't even get to do anything. Okay. Well, we did less damage than we normally would have done by 2 times, and still got out unscathed completely because we only lost at 3 HP. Okay, well, Bugs is now level 19, and we got through another cyclist here. You're a speedy technician, but we'll definitely take the compliment, thank you. But, let's prepare. Oh, wait, you didn't attack me. Wait a minute. Are you... Nope, you're definitely still a trainer. Okay, I was about to say you didn't attack me, so I thought you weren't a trainer for a second. I love my bike, but I'm not very good at fixing flat tires. Same, to be honest, but I can't ride a bike. Yeah, that is one thing I never got to learn, because I tried to learn it, and I am too scared of it. The Pikachu. Oh, and the Pikachu noise is actually in this game. Because, I know I keep mentioning the original, because there's no reason not to mention it, because, well, it is a big part of this game, and, well, I believe the Pikachu sound for, the Pika Pika noise, obviously it's in the anime, obviously, but the thing is that noise didn't get added to the games until, really, really late into this, game cycles, so it's really interesting, just because, it wasn't in the original, so it's always nice to, see things that are obviously different. And I really like that, because then I can kind of compare and contrast between the originals and the, the new ones. So that's cool. Mozart has now grown to level 24, although obviously the levels are more for stats now for Mozart, but we'll definitely take it since obviously he's not going to evolve anymore. Carmen's level 22 now, and we're probably getting a little bit closer to getting the Roselia. I would definitely take that if we can. The total wipeouts, yep, sorry about that one, but we'll be taking our victory in stride and getting our way right through the cycling path. And probably back to... actually, this should be Oreburg, right? I'm pretty sure that's right next to this place. You have a great bike, so I'd like to give you these great stickers. You got 3 sky stickers. Thank you. Anything else? Go through Mount Coronet from here, and you can get to Hearthhome City. That's where they hold super contest shows. You should try decorating your ball capsules with stickers if you want your Pokemon to be named the start of the show. Thanks. Well, we kind of already learned that already, but thanks in general for the, the update on that. We can also go this way. This was the area right underneath the bike path. I remember that being the original. Although I don't remember what was over there. Although the spawn rates are different in this game. So there could be something completely interesting down here. Let's fight one Pokemon, just so we can see what's hiding in here. Just because I'm quite curious to see what may be here. It is a Geodude. Well, Geodude is interesting, but we kind of already have one of those, and we already have the Pokedex entry. And you might have Sturdy, so this might not even be worth the effort to try and get rid of you. So, sorry Mr. Geodude, but we'll be getting on out of here and leaving you to your nice little rocky life over here. Let's see here. See if this is Oreburgh. Yep, 206 to Oreburgh City. And, oh, something's going on here. Oh, it's Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Long time no see.
Hi, Spooks. How's your Pokedex coming along? Me? I'm somewhere between fantastic and, hopeless.
That sounds complicated.
But this isn't about me. I've got something nice for you. Spooks, choose which hand you want.
Right or left? Well, I'm left-handed, so let's go left.
I see. You want the Versus Seeker. I'm impressed, Spooks. You know it's important.
You obtained the Verse Seeker. I believe that lets you refight trainers you fought before. So that could be nice, thanks. So, we'll take it.
Using that Versus Seeker, you can find trainers who want to rematch with you. Oh, Spooks, do you also have a Pokétech? Yep, you do. You can have this item too then. You deserve it all for your hard work, Spooks.
Okay, cool. You got both of them then. You obtained the dowsing machine for the Pokétech app. Okay, cool. You installed the app on the Pokécatch. I don't know why I keep saying Pokétech, but technically that's also a good name for it. With the dowsing machine app, you can locate unseeable items. So basically, anything hidden in the ground. You can find secret items like rare candies, nuggets, the pearls, stuff like that. We can find like rare items, and then if they're sellable, we can sell them for good money, or if they're usable for us like TMs and stuff, we can use them for our benefits. But cool, we'll take it.
The dowsing machine is something you should touch often. It will tell you if there's an item on the ground that you can't see. It will be especially useful inside dark caves.
True, that is actually a really good notice to know, just because some people might not think about that.
Okay, let's keep working on your Pokédexes. Professor Rowan is counting on us.
Okay, wait, you're going back through the bike path? Okay then. Well, see you later, John. Why is she going back that way, though? That's an interesting spot. Also, what is this tree over here? Blackberries. Oh, these are poffins, aren't they? I'm pretty sure that's what the black ones are. Let me see, because that's actually something I don't remember about. Because poffins are something that you don't really think about unless you're playing this game. Yep, poffin ingredients. So, basically treats for your Pokemon for contests, if I'm remembering that correctly. I could be completely off on that, but that's what I remember them being for. So, okay. Well, we're definitely getting closer to that. But definitely noting, Pokemon may be immobilized if they are asleep or paralyzed. If it happens to your Pokemon, it could be disastrous. If your opponent's Pokemon can't move, it's a big opportunity. True. Definitely true. But because we are coming up to a double battle here, let's prepare ourselves a little bit. And I just thought of something. Doesn't, ooh, you have Timid, actually. Ooh, that can kind of be bad and kind of be good at the same time. Ooh, and you have Klutz as well. That could be bad. I think we might be able to swap that ability, though, without any problems. Because the thing is I'm pretty sure the Pokemon Shield and Sword item would be in this game for swapping abilities with, hidden abilities as well as normal abilities. So we might be able to get lucky with that. But the attack nature being negative is bad. But the speed is good. Speed can always be good. Because the more speed you have, the more often you're going to outspeed stuff. So that's definitely useful. But that can be bad at the same time. Let's see here. Quick attack can definitely come in use in a battle. But the thing is what should we really use for a double battle? I think Weston and Nala could be pretty decent here. So we could have actually went, yeah, maybe we should have went with Carmen. That might have been smarter. Go for it. My Pokemon. I'll do my best too. We'll see what you got. Go do it. My Pokemon. I'll work hard too. Okay. What do you guys, what do you call it, Cub Scouts or something? I didn't expect you to say the same thing, camper. Okay, yeah, they might actually be Cub Scouts. But, let's see here, what does the Scouts got for us? Because, let's be honest here, Ponyta and Pachirisu. Okay. Well, Ponyta is definitely not going to have a good time here. But the thing is, Pachirisu can be a problem. But that may not be a problem as well, because the Ponyta, if it goes down on the first attack because of Bubble Beam, we might actually have a super easy time with this fight, even if they're kinda near our level. And Bite might actually do decent as well. Yep, it did about 1/3 of its HP, so it doesn't really matter. And Ponyta went down. 65 power on Bubble Beam plus same type attack boost plus super effective. Yeah, it's probably not the best combination for Ponyta, but it's definitely some decent experience though. I'll definitely say that. Okay, Pachirisu is now fully something we need to be worrying about now. But thankfully, because electric types aren't specifically, superly defensive against water, we still do normal damage. But we did get paralyzed though, which that sign did say, but we didn't get fully paralyzed, which we ended up getting the Pachirisu anyways. And that is definitely good, because paralysis can be a problem. But we got a level for Nala and a level for Weston. We'll definitely take what we can get, because every level matters, especially later in the game. But Swagger. Okay. Swagger is definitely interesting. You really shouldn't use it, unless the Pokemon is contrary. If you use it on a contrary Pokemon, it'll give them, obviously, negative stats. So you want to do that as much as possible on a contrary Pokemon. But usually you only see contrary on stuff like Malamar and stuff like that. So, not going to come useful for us, but the reason why it's good is because it will -2 stats for their attack, as well as confusing them. So it can be very, very good. But the thing is, it's so conditional that it's not really all that. You can use it on your own Pokemon in double battles though, so technically there's another way around it if you can completely, negate the powers of confusion on your ally, because some Pokemon can't be confused, so there is a workaround. But the thing is double battles aren't super common, even in the main story, so yeah, it's definitely iffy. But, sorry bud, but you definitely lost. Oh, we lost. Yep, you did. Sorry. What about you? Oh, we also lost. Okay. You guys like, copying each other. Are you twins? Let's see here. I think we'll go visit the TV station in Jubilee City next. Okay. Did you know you can dig up fossils in the Grand Underground? We heard about that, but we didn't find any. Those fossils can be turned back into Pokemon at the Mining Museum. Interesting. Well, the thing is I don't know how many fossils we can find in this game. I know obviously there's Gyarados and... shoot, what's the other one in this? I don't remember the other one for Diamond and Pearl. Why do I not remember? Oh, I know what it is. It's Shieldon. There we go. I don't know why I didn't remember him for a second. I forgot that both of them were, obviously, dinosaurs. So, you have the Raptor and you have the... technically a Triceratops in a way, but at the same time, no. It's kind of iffy. Depends on what Pokemon, or what kind of dinosaur you really think it is. But it's kind of like a mix between the shield-headed, shield-tailed kind of dinosaur with a Triceratops, kinda. But it's kind of like a mix between two. But definitely an interesting Pokemon for both of them. But I don't know if it's just going to be those two in the fossil area. Because it could be multiple, even like previous generations as well. because I can see Aerodactyl in this game. But the thing is I'm not 100% on that. But, I just got through Mount Cornet, but we still got fuel in the tank. Fuel in the tank, you say? Oh, bum. You definitely have quite a bit to go, because Mount Cornet is actually pretty decently huge. And, well, it's the first major cave in the game as well, so if that says anything. You still got quite a journey on your hands, bud. But, good on you. Just in general, good to hear. Sounds like you're gonna have some fun on your adventure through Mount Cornet. But the thing is your Geodude got flinched. Okay, well that's good. The thing is Geodude's rock ground type and we're using electric type, so this is not the smartest thing. But we might be able to... Oh, okay, I was expecting rock type moves to do more damage than that. Okay, so just the ground typing is weak for us. So that's good here. So they might not even have any ground type moves. But Bronzor, on the other hand, is a Steel type. But it's also a Psychic type as well. So it's kind of iffy on this one. We might be able to use Mozart though. I think we still do super effective damage with the Bug typing here. But the thing is I think it kind of evens out with the Steel typing, so it might just do normal damage. So let's see. This will definitely answer me. Okay, yep, Steel typing completely just evened it out. So, not very effective against Steel type, while super effective against Psychic. So, just makes it 1 times instead of 2 times, or 1.5 or any of that. But good to know, just in general, because, you know, I did forget if that was a thing for Steel type, Psychic type interaction there, so definitely could have been worse, let's be honest. I could have hit him with a not very super effective hit, and then it was just bad overall. So, good thing I remembered it was Psychic as well. But, sorry bud, but down you go. Whoops, didn't take much to beat us. Yep, sorry about that one. But Bronzor is definitely an interesting choice though. And actually, I just thought of something. I think I might have remembered something you can find by the bike path. Because I think Bronzor spawns underneath the bike path in the original. I wonder if that's the same thing in this game. Let's see here. We have the option, so it might be easier to sort it from A to B. Yep, there we go. Now we don't have to go through the whole thing. Let's see here. Am I right? Yep, we are indeed right. And it is the same as the original. Okay, cool. And it looks like it's every time during the day, too. And then we can also see caves that he's in. Oh, he's inside Mount Cornet. Okay then, we'll just see. So we'll definitely be running into a Bronzor soon. But with that being said, I think that's where we're going to end off today's episode. Since, obviously, we did a lot with, just in general with Team Galactic. We unlocked the ability to go on the bike path, as well as getting the bike in general. We took down the captain known as Jupiter, and also prepared ourselves for a further fight with Team Galactic. Because obviously, we just, earned ourselves our final, warning before they actually will bring down the entire law on top of us in their own right. Obviously, they're not the law, obviously, they're the complete opposite of the law, but you know what I mean. They're going to be completely mad at us if we get in their way again. So we definitely do need to prepare for that. But, with the fact that we did fight off with the second of the commanders, and I believe there is 4 of them total, we've actually fought through half of the commanders of Team Galactic already, which is actually quite good, actually. But with that being said, we still haven't seen this leader yet, and we still don't know where he may be, but we'll definitely find him within due time, and maybe even figure out what their true intentions really are. But with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep it spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.
Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.